at Ben and Kelly Show. Great way to get a hold of us. We got this message from Jenna.
Yeah. Jenna is saying, hey, I need to know if I'm the jerk.
Okay.
I've heard you do these segments on your show before, and I think I may finally have something for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Found out that my sister's engaged, going to marry my ex-fiancé.
Oh, say that again?
My sister is engaged. She's marrying my ex-fiancé.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was engaged to Mike, in quotes, for 2 years before we broke up, just 3 months before our planned wedding for the summer. It ended when I found out that he'd been cheating on me with someone else. Yep. My 25-year-old sister, Lily, tells me she's got some exciting news. Invited me to dinner at our parents' house. When I got there, Lily and my parents were all smiles, and she drops the bombshell. She's engaged to Mike.
Ooh.
I then find out that Lily and Mike had been secretly dating for the past year, and now they're engaged.
Oh, wow.
My parents had known about it for months, but opted not to tell me.
Oh, gosh.
So I feel betrayed on so many levels.
Right.
Told them all I wanted nothing to do with the wedding, stormed out. Didn't go over well. My parents and Lily have been bombarding me with calls and texts, calling me selfish, saying I'm overreacting. They claim that true love is rare, and I should be supportive of Lily's happiness.
Oh, wow.
Now the wedding's in a few months and the pressure is on. Some friends think I should go and keep the peace and show I'm over it, while others are appalled and say I have every right to be angry and stay away.
Yeah.
I told you it was good, so what do you think?
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm the jerk for not wanting to go to my sister's wedding?
No.
Thank you.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's very toxic. Like not only was your former fiance cheating on you, but your own sister, your own flesh and blood was in on it. And it wasn't like she didn't know that he was still dating you because, you guys are sisters. I'm sure you've seen each other.
Okay, so I'm not clear on if Jenna was cheated on by her sister, like if her sister was the other woman when she broke up with Mike. That's a little fuzzy, but we do know
kind of alludes to it though.
Well,
like the timeline seems kind of weird.
Well, I don't know. See, I don't know when she originally broke up with Mike.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, because Lily and Mike have been secretly dating for a year.
Okay.
This past year, mom and dad known about it for like 3 months.
Okay, so I guess
and they were all keeping it from
all
her.
right, so I think so I think that's different then. If she was being cheated on by her own sister behind her back, then you have every right not to go.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know because she was engaged to Mike for 2 years. They broke up 3 months before their wedding last summer. So it ended when I found out that he had been cheating on me with someone else. That could very well be her sister because the timeline is that Lily's been dating him secretly for a year.
Yeah. Unless it was like, I don't know, just like a one-night stand thing, and then they broke up and then
it could have been
immediately got together with sister. But that in and of itself is weird. So,
I know.
Okay.
Anyways. I mean, because sister Lily, bride-to-be, knew she was, her sister Jenna was engaged to be married to this guy. And how in the world did she think that was going to go over now that she's marrying her sister's ex-fiance, who was devastated? The only reason they broke up was because this guy cheated.
So we need more information, I think, because the timeline is really important here, because if her sister Lily could have just been an innocent bystander, that all of a sudden, oh my gosh, it just happened to, they just happened to like get together and one thing led to another, et cetera, et cetera.
Listen, sister is not an innocent bystander.
I know. They're not innocent, but if she were cheating on her own sister with her own fiance, then that I feel like is worse.
Well, yes, and that's what it's alluding to, even though just as Jenna didn't come out and say, my sister cheated with my fiance, which is why we broke up.
All right, so is she the jerk? I'd say no. I say no.
Because that was not an amicable breakup.
Yeah.
It was a devastating breakup for
right.
her. And I can't believe that mom and dad don't get that.
I don't understand that whole scenario either. So
why are they should all be like, no, we get it.
Yeah.
This is hard, and it's probably going to take a lot of time for you to be okay with this. We understand if you don't want to be a part of the day. I don't understand why the family doesn't understand.
Jenna, we're siding with you.
Yeah, no, you're not the jerk.
Yeah, I mean, we think you need to take whatever time you need to process it and if the wedding happens to come and go in that time while you're still processing it, then that's fine.
Well, yeah, and so Jenna and Mike were engaged for 2 years.
I know.
And they broke up 3 months before the wedding. So Lily and Mike have been dating secretly for a year. Now they're engaged, and their wedding is a couple of months away.
I know.
So they've fast-tracked it more than Jenna did.
Yeah, so I do think that's a bit toxic. I do think you probably could benefit by some counseling or family counseling or whatever, but
I need to talk to Mike.
I
think we really need to get him on the horn and just get to the bottom of how in the world did this happen.
So anyone successfully date siblings?
Probably wasn't done like this.
502-795-1997. Would love to hear your story about that coming up on 99.7 DJX. In the middle of some drama, per usual.
Par for the course.
Yeah. I mean, look, we had just been talking about Jenna and her situation with her sister being engaged to her ex-fiance. Yes, you heard that correctly. And the wild timeline, and there could have been some cheating involved while she was still dating her fiance.
And the family doesn't know why she doesn't want to go to the wedding.
Exactly.
Like, mom and dad knew about the relationship, didn't tell her for like several months, and now they're all like, why do you want to come to the wedding?
Right, exactly. So we were like, look, hey, Jenna, we get it. You're not the jerk here. You just need to take time to process, maybe even try to get some family counseling if you want to salvage anything. But
yes, the family should be saying, we get that this is a delicate situation.
Right, we want to try to help.
Yes, you probably need a lot more time until you're going to ever be okay with this. And in the meantime, and why are they getting married so quickly?
But then I wanted to know, has anyone successfully dated siblings?
Wow.
So we did get several responses. A couple of them being anonymous. Right, exactly.
First one actually dated a single mom who was considerably older than me, about 23 years apart at the time. She ended up fixing me up with her daughter once she got back together with her ex-husband. After being separated. Worked out well.
Whoa. Well, that's like mom and daughter. That's not quite siblings, but still, that's
I'm guessing
in the family.
Daughter probably doesn't know.
Yeah.
You think he was forthcoming? I'm guessing that's a secret.
Maybe that
he's got with mom.
Maybe
like,
that
why would either one of them tell?
Ray didn't care. Ray said, hey, you can say my name. I dated the older sister in early high school, met her at work, hit it off, liked her family a lot, broke up with the older sister, then years later met the younger sister out and about, hit it off, started dating shortly after. Older sister definitely wasn't fond of it. Not dating either of them anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So that one
Sometimes
didn't quite.
It just gets too messy.
Successfully, that is a no. Sorry, that wasn't successful.
It was successful for a while.
I guess for a little bit.
For a little bit. Another anonymous one. My dad married my mom's sister.
Ooh.
And it led to a very tumultuous and stressful situation for everyone in the family. My mom hated her sister. They really only existed in the same place in a non-combative way when there's a funeral.
Ooh.
They've been married for over 10 years now, so the anger's fizzled, but my mom and aunt will never have a real or healthy relationship with each other.
So is that successful? I mean, I guess they're still married after over 10 years.
I guess on a technicality it is.
Yeah, technicality.
But it's tough for everybody to navigate still, even after all these years.
Yeah, I mean, man, keeping it in the family, dating siblings. One last one. Hannah said, yeah, and actually this was on a total accident. Dated a guy in college for over a year, met his parents. But not his siblings because they were going to other colleges and one was in the military. So about 10 years later, I started dating this new guy. After about 2 months, he invited me to dinner. with his younger brother and his dad.
And that's how she found out they were related?
Oops. They all had a common last name, just never thought about it. That dinner was so awkward.
But it was 10 years later, so at least it was a decade later.
Yeah, it was a decade. There was time that was on her side, that's for sure. And that sounds like if anything...
that's innocent.
If anything is going to point to the success of dating siblings, it's time.
Exactly. Well, and the fact that she had never met him originally.
Right.
So, when she first met him, there's no way that she could have known, oh, hey, that's my ex-boyfriend's brother.
I mean, especially if it's a common last name like Smith or whatever,
exactly.
It's like, how are you supposed to know? That's funny. All right. Well, hey, thanks for the calls on that on 99.7 DJX. And yeah, good luck, Jenna, going back to that. And, we hope the best for your situation and keep us posted. Okay.
Yeah. Get some counseling. Let us know how that goes.